I discovered a selfie stick. After all these years. I said I discovered a selfie stick. See, now I can get us both, see? Now we can get it. Say hi.
Hi. How are you all this morning?
Going for our ride.
Yep, we are.
Of course, I'm going for my ride and she's going for her ride.
I only go out 10 to 12 miles.
We're not going together because for some reason.
I was picking up sticks and a spider crawled up and I don't know where it went.
Well, then you let me hug you?
I don't know where it went. Can I get my bike out of the way, ma'am? That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, were you afraid it was tipping?
Thank you, Abby. Hey, Abby. What you doing over there? It's so embarrassing.
She looks like she's at a barber shop.
Here's what the bike looks like. If you followed me at all, you know that I put a FREEWHEEL on there. And I did put a new crank set on there, along with dual batteries. And this time around, we put some really nice motorcycle tires on there, which I will say, those really added a lot to the handling. You can see they're really nice. I got probably 2,000 or 3,000 miles on them already, and they still look like new. So I'll get a lot of use out of them. You know, they might cost a little bit more at first, but you're gonna get a lot more miles out of them. I only got 4,000 or 5,000 miles out of the knobby tires, and I'd have to replace them. I'd get more on the front. I can get like 10,000 miles on the front of the knobby, but the back one these seem to be holding up a lot better. And I still have the original brakes, believe it or not. Get this mic out where it's supposed to be here. I still have the original brakes. I can hardly believe that, but yep, I don't use the brakes very much. I just ride. So, yeah. So overall, it's been really good. I did change the pedals. I put these pedals on here. I think those have a really nice design. Got those from Alps to Ocean. It's a really nice pedal. And did put a suspension seat on there, along with my seat. But other than that, I haven't done nothing. Haven't done any other mechanical issues. So far, the bike has held up flawlessly. It's been very good. Well, here is the miles. 13,035. That's where we're starting at today. Well, that's where we're starting at today, 13,035 miles. And let's get going. When isn't it windy, right? Seems like it's windy every time I ride. Kind of got to get used to it, I guess. But I'm glad it's some warmer weather. I don't have to wear my big black leather coat to block the wind, because the wind's not as cold as it usually is. Yeah, if this audio turns out good through here, that wind blowing like that, I'll be very surprised, because it is really windy. It said 8 miles an hour today. I don't think they know what they're talking about. It's probably at least 25, maybe more. I'm having a hard time getting up to speed here. Horse rolling around in the dirt. All the goats over there. All the goats got out. I'm gonna take a look at the sheep up here. A lot of baby lambs in there. Probably went by too fast for you to see, but I always love to see the lambs in the spring. I mean, spring is around the corner when you see the lambs. Oh, it is windy today, but it just feels nice out here. It does feel nice out here. Oh, this is where I got it now. Really hard to figure out exactly where I need to have this thing. Hopefully that'll work. But aren't those frogs loud? I hear them even when it's really cold out, like 18 degrees out, I could hear them. So I don't know, I thought they'd go into hibernation then. At least I'm assuming they're frogs. I'm thinking that's what they are. Has to be. Yeah, note to self, don't buy a house in the swampy area. The frogs will drive you crazy. Not that I'd want to buy in a swampy area anyway. Well, today we're going to go on what I refer to as the loop. And it's one of my favorite areas to ride. Boy, if this audio turns out good here, that'll be a miracle. I won't have to worry about this thing no more. Just put it on and go. Because it's really windy. Yeah, see if my dogs are out today. I hope I can pick this up with this wind blowing so bad, because I'd really like to get better audio for you guys. And it's hard when you're on a bike because the wind's blowing all the time no matter what. And then on a windy day it's really blowing. So hopefully, oh, look at all the water over there. Hopefully it'll get better audio. Well, I'm going through the bottoms, what I call the bottoms, and the reason why is it's down in the bottoms and it gets all full of water. I've seen this almost over the road here, which is pretty wild. I'm sure it was over the road, but I just wasn't down here because I could see it. See a lot of areas there. See, that's where this mic's really going to help, because usually when I turn like this and show something, I get horrible wind noise. But if I can use this mic, I'll be able to show you what's going on. I won't have to worry so much about the wind noise. I do try to cut it down in post-production and make it so it's not so bad, but still it's annoying. Yeah, this time of year is a little hard to, I want to take these pogies off because it feels really good on a warm day. But then we'll get a cold snap and I want them back on, so I just resist it and just leave them on for now. Kind of gotten used to them. When I run into problems is when I ride a newer bike, when I haven't ridden so many miles, trying to find everything. And plus they have the controls, that are different. So, this one here, you got a key to turn on, and then you have to push the button. And the key's kind of nice, I guess, but it just adds an extra step into what you have to do. And what would be nice is to have it hook up to my phone, and when I'm on it, it would automatically turn on and unlock and get ready to ride. That would be nice. But it's probably asking too much for these lower end bikes. But, I've got 13,000 miles out of this low end bike. I paid $18.99, I think, for mine. You can get them right now for $13.99. So you can buy the bike and an extra battery for what I paid for this. So if you're thinking about buying an e-bike, right now is the time to do it, because there's an overabundance of them, and so the prices are really cheap. Well, I'm at 7 miles now, See my thing there? Always like this area through here. In the summertime when the leaves are on the trees, is really pretty. Really pretty through here in the summertime. Yeah, hopefully this thing picks up. Woo, that chicken barn stinks. Woo, that stinks. I couldn't stand living around here. Well, we'll head back here to my bridge to nowhere. See if there's anybody back there, which I doubt. Doesn't this look like an old country road that you'd just be going down that would end off in the woods somewhere? Really don't make sense. The road's all messed up, and then you turn around the corner and there's a bridge. A bridge that goes nowhere. That's why I call it my bridge to nowhere. It's funny, some of the comments I get sometimes. It's not a bridge to nowhere. It goes somewhere. Yeah, that's the point. Every bridge goes somewhere, you know, unless it drops off the edge. The point is it goes nowhere. But being a bridge to nowhere, it's a good place to practice and get some B-roll. You know, you think all those shots that people get are just, they just happen? It takes work to get all those extra shots, you know? I seen that guy who rode the unicycle all across America. It shows him going way off in the woods, you know, I mean, way down the road a ways, and he's there by himself, so that means he had to go all the way back and pick up the camera then after he was done. You know, and then do it again, so you end up riding twice as much. Let's see if we can get this off to the side here. Wow, it's just a loose cable. Just a loose cable. I'm going to try to throw it over the edge here. See if I can throw it over the edge so no one will get hurt on it. There. Now they won't hit that with a lawnmower. And hopefully it's too early to get into chiggers. I'm allergic to chiggers, and usually during the summertime I stay out of the woods and everything, but man, I couldn't see a person come through here with a lawnmower and really mess it up. I might lose an eye or something. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. That's what I always say. Yeah, if I'd have had my truck or my car, if I had a truck, if I had a car, you know, I could roll it up and put it in my car, but there ain't no way to haul it on this, so I just threw it over the edge. They ain't gonna be mowing that on the edge because that's all woods and it's way too steep. So hopefully no one will get hurt on it. That's a beautiful pond. I think they had blue dye in it or something because it's always blue. If the audio works through here, it'll be a miracle. It's really windy. Seems like when I go back this way, it's really windy. Oh, look at the little Amish kids. Beep beep. Hi. What a day that will be when my Jesus I shall see. When I look upon his face, the one who saved me by his grace. He take me by the hand, lead me through the promised land. What a day, glorious day that will be. Well, this part through here is kind of a dangerous area. I don't like to go through here, but being a Saturday, maybe there won't be too many cars. And I can get to where I want to go without having to take my 8-mile around detour. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and not even see a car. Anyways, I love it. Riding. You know, if you can ride during the winter time, when the spring comes, it's gonna feel so good. So get out there when it's a little bit too cold in your mind. Ooh, Bigfoot. I just saw Bigfoot. When it's a little bit too cold in your mind to go out so you can get the feeling of it. And then when it warms up, it's gonna feel so good. Well, here's an old graveyard. It hasn't been upkeep. Got some really nice markers in there, but can't tell the date on them. Yep, ended up not being taken care of. It's probably 100 years old or more, probably. Pretty sad. You know, there's usually, volunteers that go around and clean things up like that. But, what happens is their immediate 10 all got old and died too, and they started burying someplace else. So, out of sight, out of mind, and being that there isn't no new ones going in there, there's no money to upkeep it, so it's just left to go back. Well, I wonder the dogs will be out today. There. Hey, buddies. Hey, buddy. Yeah, you won this time. You won that time. Well, at least they didn't come in the road that time. I mean, they did, but he was watching me, so I knew where he was going. Last time I went through there, I almost wiped out. Almost hit the same dog twice. Come out in the road. Need to come through there with my 360 camera so I can get them for you. It's a little hard to do it with one hand. Oh, this is really nice. Riding in this warmish weather compared to that cold weather we had. Yeah, we were down to around 0, real close. I think it was like 3 or 4 or something like that. That's cold for this area. All of our wells are above the ground, We have our pump outside in a little pump cover like they all do in the South, and when it gets cold like that, you gotta make sure you got something in there. I put 2 light bulbs in this year. In case one would fail, I'd have a backup as the other one. last year I went out and I wrapped it with blankets and saran wrap and insulation, and I said I ain't gonna do that this year because then it rains and it gets all waterlogged and kind of a mess. But it held up, we didn't have no problem, so that's good. There's a road up here that I always go by, and I keep forgetting to look at Google Maps to see which way it goes. So today, I guess I just go down it and see myself. We'll find out together where it goes. Looks like it's a pretty well-traveled road. Most likely be some dogs that I don't know about. And a couple of hairpin turns. You ever notice these country roads? They never go straight from point A to point B. We gotta go around just Josiah Smith's property with the road, and they just go around all what everyone owns. And you think when they went to blacktop that they would have straightened it out, but no, they blacktopped around all the curvy roads. Well, I wonder where I'm at here. Well, I don't know where I'm going to end up, but it's really windy over here. We'll soon find out. Water over road. Well, you might not want to come this way when it's rained a lot. I don't think there's water over the road anymore, if I had to guess. Hodge. That probably goes back to nowhere. Ooh, nice gravel road though. I'll have to check that out on Google Maps when I get home, if I remember again. Oh, this is kind of a nice back road, not very many cars on it. It's kind of bumpy, but it's going to end somewhere else here. See where this road goes. This is the historic route of the Trail of Tears. Called the Trail of Tears because they lost so many people on the way. It's kind of sobering to think that however long ago it was, 150 years ago or so, I don't know for sure, maybe 200 years ago, and they were headed out west. Yeah, I don't imagine there was very many houses through here at that time, but there was probably some good hunting for them going through these bottoms. They got the original route of the Trail of Tears, and then they got the route that they put on main highways to make you think you're on the Trail of Tears. Lake, no outlet. So the thing about a lot of these back roads, there's no outlet on them, so you can't just kind of wander around, because you drive 2 or 3 miles and there'll be a dead end. That's something you want to do if you have a low battery, but I'm doing okay here. Doing all right here today. There's a big chicken farm. Big old chicken farm. Well, now I'm in familiar territory. I know where I'm at now, so I'm about 14 miles from home, I think. So hopefully I'll make it. The wind's pretty bad here today, so I cut back on 4. Maybe we'll make it that way. Well, I wonder if these dogs will be waiting for me up here. They're always out. I don't see them yet. He didn't see me today. All right. got through without being attacked by dogs. I'm back here on this really back pig trail road. Well, you gotta really watch the potholes. But there's no cars. I don't think I've ever met a car on this road. There's only 2 houses on this whole road. The road's probably a couple miles long. And so that's mostly used just for farming. All right, well, there's where we're at, 33.8. Had to stop again and empty my phone. I need to empty all my stuff off my phone when I'm at home when I can see. When you're half blind when you're out, I can't see up close very well. Have to squint and turn my head to the side to see what I'm seeing. Is that 6.2 miles or is that 62 miles? Oh, getting old. It isn't fun, but it's fun being out here. Well, that's a new sign I haven't seen before. You stop down under. Come up here one time and the stop sign was completely gone. And it will stay like that for a week. It's like, you know, this is a major highway. This is my least favorite highway here. I got to ride it for about 5 or 6 miles, I think. And it's just a major highway and there's no off-roads or nothing because it's nothing but swamps down here. Look at all those birds. Anyways, so I really don't like going this way, but it's the only way I can go home. If I'm on this side, ooh, look at that falcon. That was sweet. That was sweet. But maybe there won't be too much traffic out here today because it's on a Saturday. I try to avoid cars as much as possible. I turn off on side roads and stuff, but there ain't no side roads down here. Just one stretch of boring highway. There are some ponds down here that are neat sometimes to see, but other than that, not a whole lot. Well, I think I've only had one car pass me, so not too much out here today. I mean, pass me from behind. I think I had 3 or 4 from the front. I don't mind that as much because I can see what they're doing. The ones from behind are the ones I worry about the most. The ones in the front, if I see them doing something strange, I can head for the ditch somewhere. Yep, there's a nice looking thing on the side of that barn there. Kind of like a design. Yep, you ever wonder where your chicken nuggets come from? Well, they come from all these barns here. They're all over the place in our area. Pilgrim's Pride. Those are the guys who do Burger King and McDonald's, I believe, and a few others. Well, there's the house they were tearing down the other day. They put a bunch of flags in there too. I don't know what that's all about. Huh. We'll see. Maybe they're gonna plant a garden. 40 miles on this windy, blustery day. Yeah, I'm thinking about working on a battery trailer where I could put all my batteries in it and just hop on my bike and just go ride a couple 100 miles and not even think about it. I think that'd be fun. So stay tuned. Figure out which one to get. I'd kind of like to have one that is powered a little bit because it might get a little heavy. So I'm thinking about that. But today I'm going to come out and fix some of these potholes in my driveway. Well, that's where we ended. 44.5 miles. 2 hours and 18 minutes. 13,080 miles. And I rode all day today without my light on in the back or the front. Spacing out, but there it is. There it is. Alrighty, well, thanks for riding along with me today. But it was a fun ride, nice and warm. Got some nice B-roll, I hope. And hopefully this mic worked really good and it got some really good audio for you. So alrighty, goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
May the good Lord take a liking to you. Hallelujah. May He spread His blessings on your trail. Hallelujah. May He be your guide anywhere you ride, and be always your host when you're needing Him most. May the good Lord take a liking.